Excellent. Monkey in the middle?
Yeah.
You do. Don't be too slow, otherwise, because the whole time that you're doing that, I'm going to be writing in your book.
Do you have to do a music audition for Crowden for 4th grade?
You do. But are you thinking of her? Because I was actually meant to mention it to you.
Well, you know, kind of. I asked Joan to find out how much scholarship they give, because otherwise it's not a consideration.
Right, right.
But we should talk about it.
Yeah.
But if
It's just pros and cons. I mean, I can just share some of from my students' experiences what the pros and cons are, and I can also hook you up with people who are there.
well, yeah, and I know a lot of people who are there. I guess before, when the kids were only at Jewish school, I felt like that Crowden didn't have anything to offer that could compete with this community that we had.
Right.
But we don't have that anymore, except Gretchen has that in Lafayette.
Mm-hmm.
But
where you're at now is
well, no, Ella's not going to King in Berkeley. She's not going to Berkeley Middle School.
Mm-hmm.
So she will change schools at 6th grade. And she will go to either school Gretchen's in, or possibly she could go to Crowden. But 6th grade's not a good time to enter Crowden. It's okay, it can be done.
Yeah, it can be
But, and especially for an Ella, it could be done, I think.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, let's maybe find some time we can talk on the phone or something. You have some, I can share some of the things, and yeah. And
If you had to say a yay or nay, would you have a yay or nay at
I
this
don't know
moment?
what she's like academically. It's a lot of homework. So but I say it's a lot of homework, and the class sizes are so small. There's a lot of good one-on-one attention. So like Lucy entered in 7th grade, and it changed her life academically. It was way better for her. But I've had kids go in at 4th grade, and 4th and 5th grade are really intense for a lot of kids.
Oh, well, maybe we go in then at 6th grade.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I don't want to wait 1 year.
Well, I would shadow too, like go and visit and shadow.
Yeah,
but let me talk to you about homework, and I can give you some people to talk to about homework. I mean, it depends on how you feel about homework and how you can fit it into your life.
Right. Okay.
I think that's the only nay about it.
Okay, on to, well, it is, I mean, I've always said that I want her to have time to do Hebrew school and ride horses.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's good to play violin. She's playing a lot of violin now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she needs tons more. Okay, so Ella, at the beginning of the lesson or in the middle, it's always good to confess. So you want to tell Danielle about the quint. What do you want to tell her about quint?
That page 11 was still really hard, even though I tried to move my arm.
So when you say really hard, can you describe what you mean by really hard?
It wasn't really hard. It was just really hard, to move my arm that far.
Well, wait, can I say something? No. The issue is that some people play worse in their lesson than they do at home, and some people play better. And so she sometimes plays this better for you, and you don't get to see when she's frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And our impression is that there's a frustration around playing out of tune in the quints that are there.
Okay.
That when they're out of tune, it's very hard to tolerate that.
It bothers you.
Yeah.
So but what were you saying about your arm? Because I have an impression that maybe you think your arm's supposed to swing more than it is.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
have like a duck.
No, it shouldn't have a duck. It should just be a gentle swing.
And then it looks sort of like a
It
duck.
should not look like. Then you're doing too much. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so put your fiddle up. Okay, Now just put your first finger on the G string. No big deal. Let's see, that's more work than you need. You only go as far as you have to get your fingers over there. Yeah. So it's not that you're trying to swing as far as you possibly can go. It's that instead of curling and uncurling your finger to get to the other string, you swing your arm to get to the other string. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, third finger. So if it's out of tune, it might have been that you were swinging too much.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you do the third finger? Like just put that over on the G string? Yeah. So now take your violin down for a second. Don't worry about looking at the music at all. Can you hold onto the shoulder of the violin when you put your violin up? Okay, come here. So like that. Okay. There you go. So what I notice happening is because a few other kids, so that when you hold here, you twist, you bring your shoulder back, and then the shoulder ends up behind the hip, which usually you don't have an issue with, but just then you were doing. But when you hold here, it's easier to rotate it around, and then the shoulder stays over the hips.
That's why we're always in this position, you do that.
It is. There is a method to all my madness. No matter how crazy I get, there's a reason.
So you're saying that possibly she's put her violin just slightly out of alignment?
Mm-hmm.
And
So
that's
her shoulder is out of alignment, her shoulder, and I haven't noticed it before. Usually she's not a culprit of that, but just now,
Right.
and maybe because the stand was kind of where it was, and she was going to look at the stand, she is holding here.
No, that's great. I mean, Ella, that's great. Do you remember like a few years ago we had a discussion about sometimes the problem isn't the violin and how you're playing it, it's something else. So.
Yeah, just how it lands or how you put it up. So in this case, it was just that if you hold here, you don't do a back bend on your left side. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Now, just do the first line. Compared to when you played it at home?
Good.
Okay.
Or better.
Better? Okay. So, when you play it at home, if you don't like it, what are your options?
To try to...
You can figure out why you don't like it, right? And then once you know...
figure out why you don't like it and try to like... email you.
You could email me, yeah. You could even send me a little video.
No, of like what, like send you an email of like what's wrong, you saying, or the person saying what's wrong, and then you could ask for some warm-ups to fix that.
Yeah. But you could send me a little video and say, this sounds so bad, what do I do? Right? Then it would be easier if I had a video. You know what I've had students do is before there was even email, which you probably don't remember. I've had students call me and leave a message on my answering machine. They play a little something on their violin, and then I get to say, whether it was call back, yeah, that's just fine, or no, that note has 2 beats, or whatever. So you could do the same thing, right? I thought that was great. I think sometimes when you get worried, you probably forget to think about something that's key. That's really helpful. And I also want to throw out there this idea that when we are learning something, sometimes it's going to sound yucky.
Yeah.
And that's okay. It's not okay to keep it yucky, but it's okay that it's part of the steps we have to go through, the mud we have to slop through.
Yeah.
Right? Can we do this last 2 lines down there? So I don't understand the confession part of it. Where's the confession and all that?
Oh, that's just me. Just forget about it.
Oh, okay. All right, then I thought we should just skip it or something.
No.
Okay. See, that's great. Now, tomorrow it might be horrible, and that's okay too.
Yes.
You just fix it. All right, last line.
So was I supposed to do the slurs while I was practicing?
Remember, what did I say at your last lesson? See if you can remember. It's videotaped. You can always watch it. No, you do not need to do the slurs. I'd rather you go slow and careful and stop if you need to then. A little lower. No, it's not. You just don't assume it's your strings. Did we tune your violin? Okay, so I want to try something. Put your finger back up. I want you to find the place that sounds good. Just experiment, even if your violin's out of tune. See? You can find it. I'll check your violin. I thought you like to tighten your bow too much. Do watch out. Your mom's a cellist. You are not a cellist. So her bow's going to be tighter than yours. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Okay, last line again. Wait, what was that new way we were going to put the violin? What was the new way?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go. Did you do the top of the next page? Did I sign that?
No.
You're totally ready for the top of the next page. So just start, maybe add a new line a day or something like that. Take your time.
Nope.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, I think we should do the E major scale. What's in the E major scale?
F sharp, C sharp, D sharp, and G sharp.
Yes. What's the order typically?
F sharp, C sharp,
Fat cats.
G sharp, D sharp.
You got it. Now if we move every note down a half step, what scale do we end up with?
E flat major, which has E flat, B flat, E flat, A flat.
Alright, good. Okay. Now, G major scale. What's in the G major scale?
F sharp. Only F sharps.
Okay, phew. That was so hard for me. I was practically holding my breath, trying not to respond. Not trying not to go, yeah. Okay, can you play the G major scale for me? going up. Big tone. Lean in. Powerful. Yes. Nice. Hey, you know what I forgot to do is have you play the E flat major. Arpeggio, yeah.
I don't think you heard her play any of her arpeggios, even though you assigned it. Did you know that?
Yes, I do know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I sense an edge that I get to with the kids, you know. So,
It's
at
fine.
least sometimes that's my cut
It's
point.
fine.
Wait, E major or E flat?
E flat major. Lovely. Now, right, only on my computer or in your book. I need to check and see what scales you.
Wait, G major.
No.
That go. No, I don't. It's.
That G chromatic scale.
Yeah, G chromatic scale, 3 octaves. No, 2. E flat major.
Oh, you're remembering what's on your list. I didn't write it down. in the book.
I know. I'm trying to remember. A minor.
It's on my computer. I was gonna go grab it.
Yeah, you can get it.
That's good. Why don't you play the chromatic scale while I do that?
Okay.
Did she show you how to do that?
No, not yet, but I know how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have an easier way for you. You want to hear my easier way? Instead of doing 2 different 4s, a low 4 and a regular 4, can you do an open string? So then use a low 4, it's 1 1 2 2 3 4. So let me talk you through it. Play D or G, start with G. 1, 2, now 3, regular, now low 4. Okay, do this again. Yeah, do it again. You got it. 1, 2, 2, 3, low 4. Now D. Good. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 1, 3, 4, E, 1, and then stop at G. Because it starts on G, we're going to end on G.
Okay.
Now let's go backwards, and it's the exact same fingering, but backwards. G, F sharp, F, E, 4, 3, 2. Next is 2. No, just one kind of 3. 3.
Oh.
2, 2, 1, 4, 2. Okay, isn't that easier?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do it one more time so you remember it?
Sure.
Don't get too excited.
I'm not.
E, E, E. Good, good. Great. So memorize that one. Deal? I think we can do one more. So the other was the A flat major.
I was thinking something with A.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking A major scale was too
A
easy.
minor.
And do you guys, you're gonna be doing the D minor, which is perfect because that matches if you're fucked up. Do you guys have the Wolfart Etudes?
I ordered it, didn't come yet.
Okay, that's fine, we will. We got plenty of other stuff to do. Okay,
Wait, we never started this book.
we'll get there, then the evaluation came in and we gotta get through that stuff, okay? So that you're not feeling stressed the week before. And I have to get that money from you today for that evaluation, or this week.
Huh?
The evaluation money, because I have to write
Okay.
them a big check this weekend.
Do you know offhand how much it is?
I don't have it memorized, it's on the email I sent out.
I'm making it out to you.
Yes. Someday the music organizations will work that out, that you guys can all register on your own, but it's to make sure that the teachers are members. Alright, can you remember how you played the E flat major scale?
Yeah.
So if you start over on the G string, then it becomes the A flat major scale, right? Just put your low one on the G start. It's the same finger pattern. Great. Now let's make that one 2 octaves. You don't have to shift. D flat. Yeah. So what do we have? What flats do we have in this scale? Do you remember the order of flats? We have to go 1 flat past the A flat.
B
That's-
flat,
Uh-huh.
A
So, I'm sorry, what level is she? 1, 2, 1, 3, 4.
4.
But you only wrote prices for 1, 3, 6, and 8.
It says 1 to 2, and then 3 to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. I know somebody else asked about that. It's a little confusing. Okay. So, yep. So
Got it.
that's okay. B flat, E flat. Betsy eats apple. Betsy eats apple. What?
B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat.
Yes. Have you ever had apple dumplings?
No.
I don't know if I have either. Maybe we should have apple dumplings someday in group class.
Is there any such thing?
There are apple dumplings. I'm not quite sure. I think it's a dessert.
You wouldn't like them, Ella. They're full of apples and sugar and butter.
It's probably like just like a mini apple pie is probably what it's like.
It wouldn't be any good.
That doesn't
Don't
sound
worry.
very good to me.
I want it. If my mom says something with sugar that I won't like, I'll just take it.
Because you know the truth.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So will you play that A flat major scale one more time? Good for you. You got it. Now how about the arpeggio? Good. You got it. All right. Let's get to some more your etudes. Can we do that?
Well, I noticed something.
What's that?
I noticed this is just,
Where are
it's
you?
just an octave higher on number 7.
You figured out the secret trick.
Should I start from the beginning of 7?
Mm-hmm. You're here, right? Yeah? Am I? So,
I got lost.
right here.
Because all these slurs are just making me a banana.
Yeah. So here's what happened. So when you got here, you went down a note instead of up a note. So you start right there. I'm not worried. Great. Okay, do 9 and 10 this week. Deal?
10.
Mm-hmm.
So I just skip 9.
No, I said do 9 and 10.
9 is something.
That's why you can do 9 and 10 instead of just 9. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sights concerto, number 2, third movement. Have fun.
Yeah.
My rules. Strict. Strict violin teacher. Have fun.
I've got it.
You got it?
I forgot.
Oh, you forgot it. That's okay. Do it. You don't. You can do it. You just take a moment and think about it. I like that. You looking up in your head. Look at all the shelves of information in your brain. Does that remind you? No. Yum. Just kidding. Oh, that's the wrong key. Dee-da-dum, ba-ya-da-dum.
So I just skip to the minor.
Yep. chords on the end. How many beats on the G's? G before the chord. Sounded like you were counting. G. Like how many times should I sing?
2 beats.
Okay. And then how many beats for the rest?
1 beat.
And then how many beats for the chord?
On B. Except.
G, rest, chord, rest, G, chord, G, and then the last one is like, how many beats in the last one?
7.
You got it, yeah. Can you do the end there? And I'll be your metronome. 1, ready, go. Oh, that was not 2 beats. That was just like a tap. You rushed your G. Okay, 1, ready, go. What do you think? Now you tap and I play. Ready? 1, ready.
I don't know how to.
However you want. You can just make sure you've got a free hand. 1, ready, go. Now let's do it together. And I'll tap with my foot. 1, ready, go. Oh, hold it all the way. Ready, go. Okay, by yourself. 1, ready, go. My hand got tired, so I stopped. Okay, I have a question. Did you practice the 16th notes with the metronome?
Yeah.
Did you do the end part? Did you do the end with the metronome? That was my guess. Do you know why? Because the Brillante section, this one, was better. Faster, better, cleaner. And this is. So just so you know, that last section is the only reason we're not putting this in the review box. But that's what you can do this week. Alright? Have you been doing your candy cane exercises?
Yeah.
Excellent. Can you do this? Try that one. This is a new one. So you can both point straight up and down. And you pretend you're pointing to an ant. Now you're pointing to a bird. Point to an ant. Here. Come here. Come closer. Okay. So you point to the ant, then you point to the bird. Your fingers have to be flexible. You don't have to do. You're not like. There you go. That's. Oh. That would not be a bird falling. That's it. And you might only go, whoa, stop. Woo! You're like, no. It's the hand just relaxes. Let's have this be like a box, right? Right. Now go up to the bird, up this way, and then down, and then up. And this might, if you can, like this helps her to move. Oh, pause your thumb. When you go up, for sure the thumb can be bent. And then down, the thumb might lengthen a little bit. Whoa, you are so tight. Relax. Whoa. Anyway, let me just take you on vacation. You need to go on vacation. Oh, yes. So gentle. Yes. Oh, okay, relax right here. How's your thumb doing? Down. And then thumb comes up. You're getting tight again. Why are you tight? Are you afraid you're going to drop the bow?
Yeah.
If you do, I will catch it. Okay, down.
Might go on your violin.
I'm going to catch it. My hand's right here. Promise you. Yes. Yes. So what you can do at home is either your mom can help you with this, the way I'm helping you with, okay? Bend this fella. Or you can get a bunch of pillows so that if you drop your bow, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have pillows at home? So I want a pile of pillows, and you can do that over, or a couch, or a bed, like you could hold it over your bed and do it. But I do not want this. Do you know what this is?
Duck.
Or a goose. No geese in my house.
Like I did geese over here.
Yeah, no geese at all. Marisha was trying to do the goose today. I said, absolutely no. I do not want any goose poop on my carpet. Yeah, she has a morning lesson. Gentle.
Ow.
And you don't want to like.
Ow.
See, you're about to.
My bow hurt me.
Your bow. I think it wasn't your bow. You know what it was? That you were pinching so tight.
I wasn't.
You were. You just don't even
My
realize
skin
it.
just accidentally fell off, so now it's hurting, I guess.
Your skin hurt you. Skin. Stop it. Smoosh. Ah, that hurt? For real?
No.
Okay. I mean, if it did, So these knuckles we want to be like mushy, like a sponge. My teacher used to make me like pretend like there's a wet sponge and it was squishing water on the floor. Imaginary water is okay in here.
Pretend it's clean water that doesn't go everywhere and it doesn't make things wet.
I like that. There we go. Yes. It's bowl water. The cleanest kind. Alright, so some of this stuff that we're doing, these exercises, I want you to add these more advanced exercises to it, right? So this one you can't do with Marcia, unless she can fit her hand through the Skype hole.
There's actually a magic trick that people can do that.
Okay, but that's magic, and you and I don't know how to do that. And I don't think Marcia does either. I mean, if Marcia can, if she can do this, so you're going to do this with your mother. So I'm actually being very gentle with her, because if I push hard, then the standard reaction is to be hard in reaction.
that.
Well, or like so, it's mostly so soft. There you go, and then I just whoosh. And I'm actually putting my fingers on her fingernail. She seems to have a good reaction to that, so that the bubble doesn't change. There we go.
You're putting your finger where?
Over her fingernails right here.
Oh.
It's just so her bubble doesn't.
It's your thumb.
Okay, and then this. This is going to be like a right angle, up and down, and up. Point to the bird. Point to the ant. Point to the bird. Don't hit your teacher in the head. Don't hit your mother in the head. Okay? All right. Because two things. Eventually, we want to be able to play this section. Look at my fingers. Right?
They're flopping.
They are, but we are only 3 pieces away from. You don't run that piece. Okay.
Oh, I did.
We play perpetual motion doubles, and you're going to be really soft in here.
It sounds soft.
Whatever happens here, I don't care.
It sounds soft.
That's okay. Soft is fine. But right now, we're working on relaxing our inner elbows, so that's okay. Soft. Excellent. Okay. Will you work on that?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me hear your other sides.
Okay. I still need my book for it. I don't have it memorized.
Those notes are up. That's it.
I keep messing it up because I was trying to practice this part on the
Ah, yeah, that sometimes happens.
like that, and then I thought it would be.
You ran out of row?
Yeah.
No, you did great. It's not that long, so you don't have to worry about that in the future. I know you were trying to get it perfectly in tune, but that's something. So number one thing is I want this to be, I say steady, but sometimes your rhythm gets a little off because it's not steady. So if you could practice with a metronome, that would be excellent. Okay? Then the other thing I want you to do is on the 16th notes, just like on the other sides, gradually get faster.
Yeah, like gradually get. I was like that, but soon I'll be like.
Exactly,
sort of
exactly.
faster.
And what would be fun too, because this is a brillante section. Do you remember what brillante means?
It means like really, really fast.
It means brilliant. So just you want it to sparkle. So lean more in. That's it. You can work on that. And same with the triplets, on the E major triplets. In this Tranquillo and Dolce section, what I want you to do is find the phrases. So if you can mark the phrases on your own without anybody helping you. Deal?
I think I know what it
You mark it this week in pencil. Deal?
Yeah, so we can erase it.
Well, so we can, if it's not what we want. All right, my dear. Let's take a bow. Thank you.